What's up, guys? Look, I was able to delete enough stuff to get 3.2 gigabytes off my damn card. Oh, this is a dangerous area. Oh man. So anyway, tonight I'm gonna do that redo that video for the third time. Well, I'm gonna do a smaller video and edit it and see if I can actually export it. And if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna look for another one and do that. In the meantime, I'll just do small updates like this, and that will work. Guys, I shocked the fuck out of myself today. I knocked myself back a little bit, I'll be honest. Now I've kind of shocked myself a little bit with AC when I was doing the beams on the arena, and I would kneel down and touch the dirt. If it was the ground was kind of wet, you know, with that, those beams were grounded through the bolts in the ground, so it would kind of give me a when I touched the rod and tried to put it in the thing, and I was wet and touching the ground or whatever. But it wasn't like the actual tip of the rod, it was just touching it through the flux. Somehow it would shock me a little bit, and I'd feel, you know, that AC shock where it's like kind of back and forth. You can actually feel it. It's like a tickle, right? But today was straight up DC. I'm just gonna go. Anyway, today was straight up DC, and I was leaning up against the pole to do around the, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, a little too dark. A little too dark. Anyway, I was still a little too dark. Come on now. Come on now, we can do this. Anyway, I was leaning up against the pole, and I guess my wet neck was touching the pole, and I was trying to move the cable around, and the end of the rod hit my shirt. And I mean, guys, it sent me down. I was already on my knees, but it sent me down like further on my knees, if that's a thing. I mean, I went I mean, just let out a fucking God. What was that? You know, I was confused about where I was. I was like, damn, is this, where am I? Who am I? Is this, oh yeah. It was like, it took a second for me to, I'm at a job. Act professional. Act like you didn't just knock this shit out of yourself with electricity, which you were supposed to wield without fucking fail. Oh man. So yeah, that was my day. I got knocked around by myself. Like, I did this to myself. That's the worst part, you know. I gave myself a tattoo a while back, and it was like, why did I do this, you know? Because it was harder. I think it would be easier to give it to somebody else or get it from somebody else, because you're not wanting to hurt yourself. You're like, I don't think I want to do this, you know. And then so you're trying to push in hard enough and basically scratch yourself to death to get ink in your skin, and it's like, oh, this is why I'm not doing, you know. What kind of weirdo, man? Either way, one of my subscribers called me a weirdo. I take that as a compliment. I think he meant it that way. I do want to give a shout out to AJ's Ironworks. Go check him out on Instagram and right here on YouTube. I mean, he's been one of the OG subscribers since the first 10. Guys, I'm excited about this shit. Wow. You know, it's growing a little by little every day. And I never would have thought in a million years. I just like to fucking, you know, hear myself talk mainly. My son told me that yesterday. Like, you like to hear yourself talk. I think that's what it is. I just talk to the camera like you're my friend. Like, oh, cool, I got somebody to talk to now. You guys are my therapist. And there is a door over there, way up in the air, and no stairs to get down from it. Like, why not just put up a wall at that point? You know, somebody one day is going to walk out that door. Ah, shit! Like a cartoon. Land on their face, get up, and just walk away. Yeah, man, I shocked the fuck out of myself, and it was bad news. And it was just for a second. Like, luckily, I guess it was just swinging away. Because, I mean, it was probably the hardest jolt I've ever felt. Now, I used to do cable and changing out the lines. There was a couple times I got shocked by the cable lines, which is 90 volts. But that's not too bad. It's still fucking, it'll wake your ass up. I was kind of stupid once, and you know, it was before I knew that it was 90 volts, and I was like, and a squirrel had actually chewed through the line. Like, you get that excuse from the in-house technicians all the time, but it rarely happens. I mean, they do, but it takes a long time, and It's very fixable with a patch, but they just don't do it. But either way, a little bitterness there. Either way, there was a chew through, and I reached up with my wrench and was like, huh, psh, like an idiot. And I was doing the post office up on this mountain that I worked at. It was just like me and a bucket truck guy that worked up there, and we were the only two. It was backwoods, guys. It was scary. There was a place called Bottom Road that I went, and it was just like people with that pit bull mentality, like they can look right through you. They're not listening to a damn word you say and just say, okay. You know, you here to fix my cable? Yeah. Dude's in the back, like, trying to scrap, you know, metal, and he's got somebody's power lines off their house. No shit, man. This place was fucking whack. So, where was I going with this? Either way, I was up there doing the post office, and I freaking threw the wrench back into their damn parking lot. I was like, well, 90 volts, that'll get you. You know, that was shocking. But today, man, that goddamn, I was like, fuck, did my heart just stop? I think it might have. Hey, let me sit down for a second. Like I said, luckily I was already kind of on my knees because I was leaning up against that pole using my hands, like using that for a brace. All of a sudden, wet neck, metal. There was like, I looked and there was some bare metal spots. I was like, oh shit, maybe that was it. Maybe I shouldn't do that and touch myself with that rod. Like, I was scared of it after that. I was scared. I was backing away like, oh, like a little kid just got slapped in the mouth or something. Like, oh my God, what? You know, I didn't want to fucking touch it anymore. I felt like literally like a kid, like, ooh, I don't want to touch it. I don't, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, it was bad news. Either way, guys, man, I've been busy and trying to deal with that video thing too at the same time. That's been fucked. Really, guys, really, listen to me. But we're gonna do some more welding, man. I got a cool video coming out where my son was trying to video arc shop, so we got some cool angles. The arc shop wasn't all that great. We didn't have the camera set up right. We're new to this, but either way, did those handrails today, and I got a quote coming up. They want me to do another job at that place. I still got to go back to the equestrian ranch, do something about the bearings situation. Ah! Yeah, so see you tomorrow.